Hi everyone, this is Bethany Barker, and I am doing the screencast on how I'm covering Quality Matters Standards 7 and 8. To start out with Standard 7.1, the course instructions articulate or link a clear description of technical support offered. There's actually a couple of different places. The true technical support and how it's offered is actually covered in Module 1 in an activity, because Module 1 is all about Carmen and how we use Carmen. So until they've reached that point in the module, under the Start Here document is my email address. I'm more than happy to answer questions at first. We only have a few GTAs, so it won't be too overwhelming for me. And I can help kind of get them started if they have any questions off the bat. And then from there we can shift on to Carmen once they've completed that Carmen help activity. So that should cover the Quality Matters Standard 7.1. Using me is just kind of a bridge until they get to the actual activity that shows them how to use Carmen Help. So course instructions articulate a link to student accessibility policies and services. I did just use the template here. Thank you very much for that, Joni. That was really helpful. And so I'm just using the template about accessibility policies and services. And that should kind of cover really the rest of Standard 7, so it's the student support services. Just a quick note though, this is also going to be covered again in Module 3. Our entire Module 3 is about the student standard, or this university support services, where they can find everything and what the actual benefits are and how they would use these different things. You know, little things like maybe how student advocacy is different from student disability services, and kind of giving them an overview of the university. So it's actually kind of covered twice in our course then. And then Standard 8.1, accessible technologies. We are using Carmen. Carmen should be fully accessible. However, one of the things I thought about, and this is kind of speaking more to 8.2, is that I am going to have a few short videos that we're going to shoot from our staff introducing themselves from Module 2, and I'm going to offer to transcribe those for any students that will need those as far as hearing services or maybe difficulty with the English language. So I will offer to transcribe those for any students as a part of that accessibility. And as far as auditory and visual content, that really, that's 8.2. And then readability and maximizes distractions. Using Carmen, they make it pretty nice as far as the layout, so it really does help with that. I'm trying not to do anything too fancy in here. I know that it looks great, it's fun. However, I don't want these GTAs to get too overwhelmed with thinking that they have to do anything too fancy in their courses, and as far as using Carmen. I want to show them kind of the basics. We want them to really focus on the content. Plus, they're really busy probably at this point, so I know that they're probably doing internships or other readings and things to prepare for graduate school, and maybe the bells and whistles here aren't quite so appropriate. So I'll use some of them, but we want to make sure that the readability and everything is actually pretty optimized and the distractions to a minimum as far as different fonts and colors and things in Carmen. And the course design accommodates the use of assistive technologies. There are a few things that I do plan on using, and by using Carmen, we're not going to have any problems kind of linking to Google and some of the other activities that we want to use. So it doesn't really show up too much in Module 1 because it is all about Carmen, and that's the one that's completed. But really when we get down like into Module 3 and Module 4, there will be a little bit more of a presence of other websites, and they'll have the opportunity to kind of explore a little bit more, and each of those should be accessible and in line with how to use Carmen. So any questions, please let me know. I'm happy to answer them. Thanks so much.